Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is March 1st, 2024. Welcome to the March Madness. All right, we closed the weekly candle and monthly candle as well. Weekly candle today, monthly candle yesterday. I just gave you analysis for the monthly chart in yesterday video, so make sure watch that video as well. Weekly closed above 5130, which is a fantastic for S&P 500. Just the close February, pretty green, and I should say March um, can continuation to the upside. However, March always is going to be like a corrective move. But when I'm saying correction, it's kind of like a misleading for some people, especially for those ones who are just join us recently. They're shorting the market. Don't short the market. When you see a momentum, this is a weekly chart, and you see that momentum is pretty high. So when momentum is very bullish, so when you see like this divergence with price and SMA 20, shorting the market is kind of like a suicide trade, especially when we don't have resistance at the top. So you can just use a Fibonacci extension to come up with some levels for the reversal or divergence. But again, we have seen divergence almost for 2 months now. Market doesn't care. It goes higher and higher. So when I'm saying I'm waiting for corrective move, this means correction. First of all, correction is not going to be guaranteed, but we are not shorting the market. We are waiting for correction. And if that correction happens, we have some certain level in our chart, which is going to be this area, 47 to 4800 for a great buying opportunity. So for those ones who chase the market right now, this is not my style. You can chase the market. You can buy here and probably it goes higher, 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 but it is not my style. So that's what I'm not suggesting in my analysis. I'm just suggesting what I'm doing. I kept invested. I still holding all my stocks. We bought in this corrective move. We were waiting for this correction, and correction came up. And if you just look at my video in August, in July, I I told you, I mentioned that in my videos that September, October could be bearish months, which lead to the bearish momentum and gave us a good buying opportunity. But I didn't forecast this rally can get too far too fast like this. Yes, so we come up with a forecast for 2024, and this is the level that we were talking about. But getting to this level in February, that is kind of like insane, and that was kind of like out of my expectation. It happened. So when it happens, what would you do? You're gonna just sell your stocks? Why? There is no reason to sell. So when momentum is pretty bullish and everyone's just talking about a crash or something like that, correction could be a great buying opportunity. So this is my strategy. I'm waiting for correction. I'm just increase my cash. I don't short the market. Sometimes I short, I just took a very, very small position and I ended up with loss, to be honest. But all my long positions actually just end to the profit nicely, just because market is pretty bullish. So it is very, very hard to short the market right now. If if you think that you lose this momentum, don't worry, there are always opportunity. Everyone thought that that was from the COVID crash, like this is the COVID crash, and bottom there in March. And look the rally. So this is one of the most hated rally in the history of the stock market. So for 2001, sorry, 2020, so 2021, a market just went all the way up, like a 2 years market was in bullish momentum. The entire 2022, like it was pretty bearish. Everyone disappointed. So we bought a lot stocks. Like my Facebook was on that time, which is Meta. Actually, my average price is $125. Just imagine $125 and Meta just close today $502. Why? Because I bought a lot Meta in this area, in this area. So that's what I'm saying. We don't know exactly when correction is coming, but when correction is coming, we are here to welcome it and we're waiting for that one. So this is the best strategy, I'm telling you, like more than 14 years experience in the stock market. Wait for a correction, and when correction comes, take it as a good buying opportunity. And there are lots of negative news right now. There are lots of bullish news in the market, like a soft landing, rate is going to be cut, like there is no recession or something like that. No one's talking about a deficit, no one's talking about a debt, no one's talking about like a potential recession is coming, no one's talking about the job market is slowing down sharply, no one's talking about inflation is coming sharply down, which is a recessionary signal. No one's talking about this stuff. Everyone's talking about a soft landing. Everyone's talking about the job market still is hot, and also the rate is gonna be cut probably by end of this year. So everyone's talking about this bullish news and AI hype. So market is just going higher and higher, but any bullish momentum can be end, and when it ends, it's going to be ugly. But right now, we are just waiting for correction for buying opportunity. I'm not looking for a crash or something. I'm not shorting the market as well. So this is a full disclosure of what is my strategy, because a couple of you folks just asked a question. You told us like since, I don't know, January or something like that, the correction is coming, the correction is coming. Yes, I told you, but it didn't come up, but it doesn't mean that we should short the market or we should sell. All right. So that was kind of like a clear message from me, and hope you take it. And again, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So if I sell, I would say sell. If I'm buying, I would say buy. Right now, I should say keep invested, allocate your cash, increase your cash allocation, and when it comes to the time, get on board and jump on board to the buying opportunity. So here's the level for the daily chart, 4,700, and this is 4,840. As you know, when price is going higher, the support is getting higher and higher. I was looking for this area, but this area is not available anymore, I should say. So when correction is coming, I should say the best case is going to be 4,700. And 4,700, that would be great buying opportunity. Right now, we are at 5130. So 5130 to 4700, it's going to be almost 10% correction, which is going to be a fantastic. So we will take that healthy correction in the market, all right, if it comes. Stochastic wise, pretty diverge. Momentum wise, we are diverge as well. Look at the RSI. RSI is just the price is going higher and higher. RSI is going lower and lower. So this is kind of like a compression. If RSI goes down, that would be ugly for the stock market, because it can easily go back to the bearish momentum. And look at the MACD here. MACD is just showing us a huge divergence since November. So look at that, since November, but market doesn't care about this divergence anymore. When it cares, it's going to be big correction, which we will take it. And we are waiting for that one, right? So we are waiting for this March period to see if that correction comes, especially first 2 weeks of March, because I should say let's say first 3 weeks, because fourth week of March, I should say market is going to go back up, and April, May, we will have a good a bullish momentum, if you ask me. So based on the seasonality and based on the cycle that I'm talking about, but price action wise, we are still bullish, no sign of reversal. We will give market benefit of doubt. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a positive today, hit the all-time high, no corrective move, no sign of correction. But again, just this is very, very unhealthy. Just look at that. So here's the RSI again, huge divergence. Look at the MACD, huge divergence. So price is going higher and higher since November. You're seeing this divergence. I should say when this one is coming, this is kind of like a five-wave drop, five-wave draw, sorry, to the upside with a great divergence. But if it happens, it's going to go all the way down, potentially to here, to 15,000 to 16,000, which we can take it. However, we have some levels here, some good levels here, so 16,000, 17,000. So those ones are going to be a good level to see if we can get a good correction from the market, we will take it as a good buying opportunity. Moving on to the US 30, which is Dow Jones. Dow, it's kind of like a lagging. I should say Dow is obvious divergence here, and momentum is kind of like a shifting to the downside. S&P 500 and Nasdaq hit new all-time high, but Dow Jones didn't hit new all-time high. It just hit a lower high, and it can go down as well. So if it goes down, if it engulfs this 38,000, then it can just go down to 38,000, actually 36,600. So that's the area that I'm looking for Dow. So wait for again pattern. Just be patient, sit tight, increase your cash because the next buying opportunity I believe is coming. Rockstar, I should say, is here. Gold. So we talked about this a lot. So let me go to weekly chart because I'm going to just focus on this one. I'm not going to pass it easily. So this is a weekly chart. We got a nice bear reversal here. So this is a nice reversal. We were expecting this one. This is a good consolidation in RSI and also just barely negative. So this is kind of like a digestive move here with this consolidation. And gold is kind of like a shifting, a good structure to the upside, and just the close new all-time high, closing high at 2083 for the first time in the history. So this is pretty bullish signal. This is a good breakout. Volume was pretty good today. So everything is clean for a nice breakout. If you see kind of like a back test here on Monday, Tuesday, and then getting back up, so don't be surprised. Even just a back test at just the middle of this candle, which is going to be a good buying opportunity. So we'll take it. All right. So this is a good initial breakout, I should say. And when it comes to a momentum, I should say I'm having this in my bigger picture, which is going to be 2463 to 2577. So that's the area that I'm looking for. And the potential scenario is going to be April, I should say May. Here is January. So the second half of this year, I should say we can see gold somewhere around here. So that would be kind of like interesting to see if this pattern works well because gold just hit a couple of times resistance. When it break out, it can be a fantastic breakout. If you just look at the history behind that, so let me just show you here because that's pretty interesting. When I was in the market, I remember that. So this is the level that I was talking about. So after 2008, 2009, so 2013, gold, and 2012, gold hit like this lower high and then going down to the bearish trend. So gold a couple of times, actually 5 times, hit this 1300, I believe. And this 1300 was kind of like a China wall here. And when it breaks out, it didn't go back to a back test. It just parabolically moved to the upside to some sort of level like this. So here is another scenario. So this is kind of like a bottom here for gold, something like this. I know that in that time when you were trading in this, because you get used to see as a resistance, you don't call it as a bottom. But right now, this is a future bottom, right? So this is kind of like a resistance as a future bottom. When it breaks out, I should say it can go all the way up here parabolically in a 6 months or a year. You can see gold in a very, very higher price than current level. So just to stay tuned for this. And also, I just want to show you here something pretty interesting, pretty neat. So this is a bond yield. Bond yield is coming down. And if you just bring a gold chart here, let me just bring the gold chart here. So you see that. So when gold is going down because of the bond yield. So this is kind of like a bond yield is up, gold topped here when bond yield bottom. Gold bottom here when bond yield topped. So bond yield topped, going down, gold topped. And right now, just want to show you something pretty interesting. Right now, gold just reversed nicely in a good level. So this means bond yield has been topped and it can go lower and lower here while gold is going up. So this is kind of like a beginning for gold because this is just the top information for bond yield, and gold can go higher and higher from this level. So this is just the beginning for gold, and I should say um, it can be very quick. So stay tuned for this one as well. Moving on to crude, which was positive today. I should say crude just did the final tackle to 82, $80. So this is kind of like a supply area here. And we just got here, rejected, coming back down. So if you see a reversal is coming for crude, don't be surprised because it can go below this trend line and it can easily go down to 61 to 65. So this is the level that I'm looking for. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I should say I'm just waiting for reversal. If reversal is coming down, if reversal is happening, we can see some kind of like ugly price action for crude. It can go here. This is kind of like a corrective rally within the first spike here. So if you just see that this is the first wave, this is a third wave, and this is a fifth one. So this one is just a corrective wave to the upside, and it's just kind of like a perfect scenario for a continuation for a bear trend. So we can see some scale, something like this going down. So don't be surprised if you see that reversal is happening and it can't hold this trend line and it can go lower. All right. Moving on to individual names, starting with we covered the yield. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still consolidation. So there is nothing wrong with chart right now. So it's just consolidating. I don't know if this is accumulation or consolidation, but this is like a stock market. If it goes lower, I'm going to buy it. If it goes higher, I'm not going to chase it. So this is my strategy. Bond is up today. So inverse correlation with bond yield. When bond yield is down, bond is up. So this is kind of like at the level $96, I should say. We can just delete this one, I should say. And there is a kind of like an interesting small supply area here, right there. So this is the area that I'm looking for as a, kind of like a reversal point. So if this Treasury price goes there, 95.68 to 97.38. We should see how it's going to play out this level. So if it doesn't reverse here, I should say this is going to be a good breakout to 101 to $103. So we will see how it goes. VIX is coming down, but gets into this trend line. This is going to be interesting to see how it's going to react. Usually just to give us a nice inverse correlation with the market when VIX is getting here. So probably market is topped and VIX is getting back to the bullish momentum, which is going to be a corrective period for the market. DXY is coming down, coming along with bond yield, which means a lower dollar is coming down the road. Moving on to magma, hitting kind of like a new all-time high, coming back down. So good candle for now, but Apple is weak. So look at Apple today, even after hours, Apple goes down. So they just tried hard to keep it above 180. I should say this chart is very, very big and it can go down to this level as well. So stay tuned for that one. Amazon just coming up today. I don't know why my chart is frozen here. All right, so Amazon just the uptick today, $1.46 up, another bad candle, pretty close to new all-time high. And Meta, new all-time high today, $502. As I said, my average price is here when Meta was just hammering to the downside. Just imagine Meta was less than $100 in November 2022, and right now it is at new all-time high in March 2024. So in 2 years, almost less than 2 years, 1.5, you see that the price is getting from a very, very dramatic capitulation to new all-time high. So this is the nature of the stock market. So you should buy when market gives you buying opportunity and just keep invested when it goes higher, especially in the sound fundamental companies. Microsoft, a nice move to the upside, but after hours, just lagging. it goes down. So it's kind of like a coming to the break level compared to yesterday. I should say still Microsoft and Apple are lagging. Another lagger is Google. So Mag 7 is not Mag 7 anymore. It's just Mag 2 or probably 3. But Google is down $1.32 when market was off and Nasdaq was in at new all-time high. So Google is down. So this means the lower low is coming for Google. Probably 123, 126 is going to be a good spot to accumulate more. Netflix going up. This is kind of like a surprise for me, surging to the upside. I was expecting Netflix is going down, but this weekly supply doesn't react right now. Tesla, good price action today, bullish consolidation, 76 cents up. We will take it, establish itself above 200, which I believe Tesla just hit the bottom and it can go higher. Remember when Tesla was here or here, I was talking about 170 to 180 as a good buying opportunity. When it got there, we bought it. So we didn't wait for that one. Semiconductors hit new all-time high today, SMH. Fantastic bullish momentum. But I should say, be careful. Everyone needs to be careful because this is absolute hype. Valuation goes to the roof, like stocks as well. So hits new all-time high, pretty good price action for bulls. Taiwan Semiconductor close to new all-time high. It's not there yet, but big rejection actually coming a later session. AMD is nowadays the leader of the semiconductors. This is a good weekly consolidation and it just broke up last 2 days and look what happened. So lots of I believe short sellers just squeezed, and this is the nature of the short squeeze. You see that gaps and a big price action to the higher high. So this means kind of like a exhaustive gap is coming potentially down the road. Nvidia didn't hit new all-time high. It just pretty close. But Nvidia can hit nominal new all-time high. But after that, I'm not sure. Texas Instrument, a good stock, a good company, fundamentally good, and it is not in a hype. So Texas follows the industry, $3.72 up. Lamb Research is one of the best, follows the industry, going to new all-time high, $981.53. XLF, which is a financial energy, sorry, a financial financial energy, financial spider. It's coming down 5 cents, and it's still consolidating here. But I should say they're due for corrective move. If they give us a good correction, we will get it. A KBE 33 cents down, KRE 53 cents down, JP Morgan 77 cents down. They're all due for correction, but correction could be a good opportunity. Goldman Sachs 95 cents down and Bank of America 17 cents down. So I just point out all levels here in my chart when it gets there. So I'm gonna just send out a signal to everyone in my channel. This is free. This is not paid subscribers or subscription service. I do have subscription service, but all these signals are going to be free. So Wells Fargo, 53 cents down today as well. Moving on to the gold miners, which I believe they're just a start to kind of like a ramping up the bottom here. This is a good double bottom, and this is a good W pattern here as well. So if you see that one, so I'm just talking about this one. Let me show you the W pattern here. So this is kind of like a W pattern. We just got above this high, and this is a perfect scenario. So we can see some kind of like a hiccups here or pause at $29. But if it gets set, pull back, good opportunity to higher high. $31 is coming. GDXJ, $1.36 up. Fantastic price action for GDXJ. AEM, $3.22 up. New month, good price action, 69 cents up. Franco Nevada still consolidating here. It needs to go above $114, but good price action today. Gold Barrick getting back up, a bullish consolidation, tackle higher to 16 potentially, and we will see how it goes after that. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, which is energy spider. Dollar up, but I should say they're at very, very big resistance here, especially with crude. If crude is down, they will go down as well. So just to be careful on this one. Moving on to the XOP, $1.89 up today. Not a bad price action, but as I said, they can go lower as well. OH, $7.93 up today. It is in kind of like a breakout, but breakout is not that strong. Exxon, $1.32 up, Chevron, 80 cents down today, and they're not that strong, at least from my level, to get to the higher high. So we will see how it goes. All right, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.